Good evening, gamers. It is Wednesday, my dudes. And that means it's time to game once again. So let's start gaming by playing today's Game Duel. That's right. The Game Duel. It's back in POG form. All right, we got classic. So we have to look at the cover. Oh my. What's going on here? Is that a person? It's like a weeble. What is this? Is this Dinkum? It's not even on here. It's not Dinkum, guys. Hey, Hex got sorted into House Smartass tonight. Wonderful. I think that's where you belong, Hex. Honestly, the stream could stand to use a few more members of House Smartass. Oh, I got no clue on this one, guys. I was gonna say it's like Sims adjacent. Something Academy? No. Jedi School? Is there a school? No. All right, skip me. Let me get a little more. Okay, that didn't help. Although we do see more people. Restaurant? No. Empire. Hey, Empire Earth. We were just talking about that. Okay, it's not Empire. Tycoon. Maybe Tycoon. No. I don't know. He's giving me like Tycoon vibes now. All right, give me some more hints here. That didn't help. This is very British looking though. Hospital. Is this 2 Point Hospital? No. Oh, I was close. 2 Point Campus. Haha. I was right. So it was school related. Is this one any good, actually? I feel like I read the reviews for these. 2 Point Campus. And I'm also seeing Riven is on the front page of Steam, which is also jumping out at me. All right, build the university of your dreams with 2 Point Campus, the sim with a twist from the makers of 2 Point Hospital. Build, hire staff, and run an academic institution packed with wild courses. What do the reviews have to say? Very positive, 88%. 2 Point Zoo win? Question mark? Smiley face. Oh, let's look at the negative reviews. I feel those are always a little better. Not recommended. Another online single player only game. Why do I have to be connected to the internet to play a single player game? Question mark, exclamation point. I live in the middle of nowhere and don't have city level internet. There's no good reason why a single player games require internet to run. Man, it's 2024. I don't know what to tell you. You're on Steam. That's a really low down on my list of concerns. Even with the template feature, this is the next review. Most of the time I'm just spamming posters all over the place every time I create a new room or change its size. This is exhausting me. Plus you can only use 2 of the same type of poster for efficiency. What are you talking posters? I have to constantly check and put up different posters, which is even more annoying. And to top it all off, I can't even tell how many of each poster I've already used in a room, which drives me crazy. Don't tell me to just decorate naturally without overthinking it. Why do you think people play simulation games in the first place? He's got a point there. It is a little frustrating, like, the way to be successful and the way to make it look good are often at odds with each other in these types of games. Hey, Mighty Stoosh is here. All right, what were we doing? Okay, 2 Point Campus. Let's do artwork. We got a little sidetracked there. This is clearly like an old school Nintendo game, but I don't know which one. Let's start with, this actually reminds me of Link's Awakening. Oh, nope. This is something land. Well, obviously it's not that. Not Grift Lands. Kirby and the Forgotten Land? Kirby's Dream Land? Oh, there's a guy on a skateboard. Land. This Super Mario Land. What would be a land? Maybe Wario Land? Stackland? It's not Stacklands. Pony Island? What the heck? Island? Is this actually Adventure Island? Oh my gosh, it is. Because he's riding the skateboard. It's a classic NES title. X says even Steam has an offline mode. Yeah, but to buy the game and download the game, you have to have internet, presumably at some point. Mighty Stoosh started making a game today for my work's hackathon. So what, they're gonna take your game and then sell it and give you no credit? Gems, drill, mining. This, oh shoot. This is either, let's just go Deep Rock Galactic because that's where I'm gonna start. Digging, Western, crafting. Okay. Hydroneer. Hydroneer's not even on here. Wow. Okay. Western? Prospector sim? Gems, drill, mining, digging, Western, crafting. I don't know. I think the drill is throwing me off. There's not a lot of games where you have a drill. And then Western, I don't know if they mean like the Wild West or like literally not Eastern. Crafting. How many drilling games are there? Dig Dug. Well, Mighty Stoosh, if you ever want to make a good game and you want to make a bunch of money, all you have to do is find an artist who's willing to work with us and we can whip up a game and put it on Patreon. All right, digging, Western, crafting, prospector, gold miner, gold. Maybe there's something with gold in here. I don't know. WarioWare gold. Give me another one. Treasure, merchants, resources. This is not helping at all. The fact that it's not Hydroneer is also kind of pissing me off. My time at Sandrock. That's not even on here. Probably not Sandrock. Silver. No. Mine. Undermine. No, that doesn't have a drill. That has a steampunk, platformers, and steam powered. Oh, Steam World Dig. There we go. It is in fact Wild West themed. Okay. Doesn't look very drill. Looks like he's got a pickaxe there. Oh, there's a drill in the background. Okay, fair enough. Okay, on to tonight's game, which is still Stationeer. A lot of ear. Hydroneer, Stationeer. Space Engineer, I guess. There's probably more that I'm not thinking of. Let's fire it up. Could have swore there were more ear games. Gadgeteer? Kerbal Space Programmer? I guess that would just be Kerbal Space Programmer. Not a lot of... Putting ear at the end of something makes it sound way more interesting. Like, you're not a guy who works on the railroad. You're an engineer. And then if you say you're an engineer in 2024, no one's going to be like, oh, you work on trains, that's cool. No, they're going to be like, oh, you work in an office and you like design crap. Or you're a software engineer and you work on code. Astroneer, that's the other one. Thank you, Mighty Stoosh. I'm a streamer. Pioneer, that's a good word. Come on, game. Yeah, they should probably take the rovers off of the load screens since they've been removed and may never return, much like the motherships and stuff. Okay, game capture. Looks like it's loading in the background here. There we go. Everything looks wonderful. Let's load her in. We're back on Europa. Let's see what kind of progress we can make today with our friend, whoever. I'm gonna bring in some cold air to cool things off a little bit. If you'll remember, our potatoes died last time and we don't know why. I have a sneaking suspicion it was light related. I think they might have got too much light. Either that or it was too hot. Which... I guess that's the reason that I want to get everything set up, right? So let's focus on that today. Let's try to get water and fuel production set up at the new base area. How about that? So air is good. We can shut that off. Let's head out there. Close helmet. Start sucking. Here comes, oh shoot. Okay, hold on. Before I do, I'm gonna turn the light on. So remind me to come back here at the end of the day when it gets dark so we can turn the light off so it doesn't over light my potatoes. We're gonna have to be popping in periodically to check on them. Oh right, yeah, we got rid of everything. Nice. Looks so much cleaner over here. We could probably move this too. Move a lot of stuff around actually. Okay, let's move you. So we're just gonna turn this area over here into like our little hovel for the time being. I'd say hovel, but you know, this could be the base for quite a while as we continue working on it. This will just be sort of a multi-purpose room. Kitchen, hydroponics, power generation, obviously. Probably not atmosphere regulation. We might set up some kind of vent system to keep things cool, but other than that, it's mostly just gonna be outside. We'll have like fuel mixing and stuff so we can swap this out. Oh, another thing I need to do. Oh, we'll worry about that later. Okay, thank you. Did we ever finish sealing up the area here? I think we did. I thought we had repaired it and everything. So I'm gonna put everything back. You guys might remember we had a bit of an issue previously. Oh, it's not even. It's not gonna make a locker. Did I ever end up making that? Oh, I put it over there. Okay. Well, this stuff can stay here anyway. And this area is nice and sealed up. That's sealed up. Everything's good. Oh, I have steel on me. I don't need that. Let's put that up against the wall there. We'll just start storing stuff over there. Oh, I have a lot of stuff to put away, I guess. All right, so first things first, let's... This is all... Okay, this is done, so we can go ahead and move this. Or we can just break it down. Filter low, huh? Fine. In fact, we can just move this inside, or we can leave this outside, I guess, because it won't blow away. That's one of the benefits of using the mounts, right? It doesn't blow away when it's outside. Because yeah, like I said, we're gonna start moving stuff from over here to over there. Data disk. Yep. Just gonna be a little bit of movement here for a bit while we try to get everything sort of put away. I should make, we'll put it here in this pile for now, and then we'll move the locker so we can store it over here a little more efficiently. Got a couple of kits here. We can just put those in here. Chutes we'll take with us. We'll put them in here. So how was everybody's Tuesday? I know Mighty Stoosh was very busy yesterday. He told me he was hard at work. And then he also was doing some work when he took a break from being hard. Iron wall can get broke down at some point. Yesterday. Work. Yuck. Yeah, we've all been there. I'm there basically every day that I have to work. Okay, ingots. Labeler. We'll hold on to that for now. Some water. And yeah, the shower thing, we'll get to work on that here shortly. Let's get these inside. And maybe, just maybe, we can start thinking about heating up. We'll have to set up the airlock first before we can do anything too crazy. But we can definitely start thinking about getting a system set up here. Okay, that lead can go inside. Lead. These are looking good. Should put some floors down at some point so I'm not popping over the little door stops here. Okay, we have an arc furnace. That. And now we can take down the locker. Oh, that's not how that works. And boom, we're good to go. Now we can just put the locker inside. Never get this right. Alright, so we got potatoes. We've got some water. We've got an insulated tank. We will need that. We don't need that right now. A portable gas tank will only be useful inside. Solar panels, garbage, mostly garbage. And then a couple of cartridges here with a data disk. Labeler we won't need for a while, so we'll store that in here. Put that in there. Actually, let me take that outside. I think if anything, we're gonna use pipes inside, so more useful to have the pipes inside right now. So we'll leave the insulated stuff outside. I can start putting this together though. Be our airlock. There's one. We'll need another active vent, of course, to get that working. We'll also need to run power from here all the way into here to hook it up to the power controller. All right, let's take a look. This should be somewhat full now. I'm curious what the pressure is. It's going very slow, but it's filling up eventually. All right, let's head inside and check on our potatoes. Because again, I don't want to lose our most recent crop. Hey, Worship Pizza's here. Worship Pizza, making Worship Pizza. That's an inside joke. No one's gonna get that. How's it going? Welcome. We were, oh, I don't know what I was talking about. Something to do with building, something. How's the K-pop life treating you? New Red Velvet song happened. Emmy made me listen to it. It was all right. I like their last one better. Bring moderately well. Uh-oh, what's going? Okay, let's see what's going on here. Maybe there's some kind of issue I should know about. Current pressure. Max height. Okay, temperature is good. Dark. Oh, dark deficient. Okay, we'll shut that off then. We'll sit here in the dark. I think I'm not gonna do that. I do need to get my hygiene up. So let's just look at Jupiter in the dark for a bit while we sit here and I drink some water. Worship Pizza's trying to sleep, but is still too awake to be able to fall asleep. I am there basically every night and it sucks. Every night I'll be laying in bed and I'll be like, Emmy, I'm not tired. She's like, well, you have to go to sleep because you have to wake up in the morning. And I'm like, I know, I hate it. If it was up to me, I would probably stay up till midnight every night and sleep in till 8. Like if I could just shift my schedule like 2 hours to the right, I think my sleep schedule would be fine, but I don't know that for sure. Like who knows if it's not just gonna switch it up to be oh, air tank, right? Probably need that, huh? For all I know, it could just not work at all, and then who's laughing now, right? Okay. Let's check our tool batteries here before we head out. The tablet is good. Mining belt is fine. Let that charge up. Some people are more naturally nocturnal. I mean, if I lived in the Middle Ages before they invented electricity, I probably wouldn't be. It is only by virtue of the fact that we have like lights and stuff that anybody can be nocturnal. At least I think for the most part. I'm sure there were some people. I mean, we've had fire forever. But it was, I don't know. I'm not an anthropologist. Don't ask me these questions. Ask a historian or something. Worship Pizza setup. Their sleep scheduled to be around 12:30 to 9:30, but tomorrow you gotta wake up extra early for extra school stuff. Ugh, school. Ugh. I always hated school. School is basically like work, but for kids. Oh. So I never cared much for it because it ate into my video gaming time. Okay, I guess we'll let that run for a bit longer. I do need to turn the lights on for the plants in the morning, so don't let me forget. But we also need to, let me see how much cable we have. We have 7 cable. That's not very much. I guess I'm gonna run the cable now. And then we will see how much we're gonna need otherwise. Oh yeah, we're gonna need a lot. Okay, so let's get on that. Start cranking the cable. Heavy cable. We don't have a lot of copper. I should probably smelt some. Let me get on that. So what's the temperature in there? 540. Yeah, we probably need some ice in there, huh? I have no volatiles ice. That's interesting. That's a new one. I guess we're gonna go mining in the morning then. Well, let's go head back, turn on the light, and turn on the tracker then. Well, while we wait for the sun to come up, let me start pulling these out. We are basically done with this area over here, which is wonderful. I love, there's something really nice about taking down like an old temporary base. It makes you feel like you've come so far. And we have come pretty far. Very nice. Good feeling. All right, let's put these away. We can eventually recycle those. Let's head inside. We'll turn the tracker on. Make sure we have our tracker chip installed because I'm pretty sure it's inside the other base. Put the battery in there, turn it on. Turn the light on for the potatoes. And they should be good for a bit. Worship Pizza says, honestly, seeing you play this makes me consider trying the game. It's really fun. If you like engineering challenges, maybe engineering's not the right word, but sort of experimentation and trying to get systems working together, it's a blast. And it does have multiplayer too, which is super fun if you can ever find people to play it. Here we go. All right, tracker is functional. Let's turn it off and head out. We're looking for volatiles. I'm pretty sure I saw some over here the other day. We're gonna start here and then we're gonna go look for gold and whatever else we come across, honestly, at this point. This is a volatiles first, but whatever fortune throws at us, we will grab. La la la. Da, da, da. You know, it's funny, Pizza. You complaining about Emmy being like a commenter of the asshole-ish variety is sort of the opposite way that she's perceived in my chat, where she's like this sweet angel who I like, a put upon moderator in my channel who's always getting like harassed by me. So it's nice that someone else sees her for what she truly is. We are kindred spirits, you and I. Except I'm not from Europe. Well, I mean, I guess if you go back far enough, you could say that, but you could say that about almost anybody. There's iron here too. Wow, there's a lot of stuff. I don't have to hardly go anywhere. My chat is my chat is non-existent for the most part, actually. Most of Emmy's job is harassing me, which, to be fair, I did ask her to do because it's funny. I didn't ask her to harass other people, so you don't put that on me. Like, I don't tell her to go to other people's chats and be belligerent. That's supposed to stay in my chat. The 54 Bear says, go back far enough, we're all African. It's true, actually, yeah. I played that game, Humankind. No, that's not right. That's the 4X game. I think, is it called Ancestors? Holy, what is, I just played this game. What is this called? And Ancestors, the Humankind Odyssey, where you play as a monkey. It's actually a really fun game. Unlike Humankind, which is like, we have civilization at home. But we have a new one of those. It's called Millennia. And it's, we have civilization at home. Not getting great reviews, unfortunately. Because, honestly, we do need a competitor to Civ. I don't know why it's so hard to make one. Humankind is still better than Millennia, Hex says. Yeah, that's yeah. See, all right, we're on the same wavelength tonight. That's good. All I'm asking is for a good Civ game, you know. They announced Civ 6. We'll see. I don't think I'll be able to convince anybody else to try it, so I'll just have to bite the bullet myself. As much as I would love to, you know, get a group together and play some multiplayer. The problem with those games is that I take them very seriously, and my friends just like to goof around and beat the computer. So multiplayer games, it's either going to be a comp stomp or it's going to be me dominating. I even suggested one time, like, why don't you guys all team up against me? And they're like, because we still would lose. And I'm like, I mean, that's probably true, but it would certainly be fun for me. It's a big game. You end up with a dozen people doing design. Maybe that's the reason they could keep putting Sid Meier's name on the title, because I don't think he's worked on the games. He's like their mascot, basically. He hasn't worked on the games in like 20 years, but they just keep putting Sid Meier's whatever on the front, and people are like, oh, Sid Meier, this was one man's vision. It'd be like if The Sims were still called Will Wright's The Sims. It's like, the dude has been out of gaming for decades at this point. Like, no one knows who Will Wright is. I do, because I wanted sport to be incredible. And I also really loved the, like, SimCity and I don't know that he did Sim Tower necessarily, but I think that was a different guy who went on to make Ute Tower. I think his name was Ute. Not to be confused with Joe Pesci's pronunciation of youth in that movie that he was in. My Cousin Vinny is the name of that film. Oh, that was water ice. Do I need more? I mean, I guess more water can't hurt. We'll just add it to the pile, because we're gonna move the ice crusher here. We have getting a lot of stuff in the backpack here. All right, Worship Pizza's gonna try to sleep. All right, Pizza, have a good sleep. Hopefully it works out this time. We'll see you around.
You're gonna miss the panty raid.
I guess so. Too bad for you, but I should change the Moobot message too. To be about the panty raid. Yeah, I did it. It happened on Monday, Mighty Stoosh. You weren't here for it, I guess. I did add it. Oh, that you're doing the dad jokes again. Yeah, that whole failed debacle. At least we got one good thing out of it. Dad jokes. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna start collecting cobalt because I'm gonna need that at some point to make alloys, and it's kind of rare, so might as well, right? Oh, Mighty Stooches and Jackass tonight. This will be fun. That's true. Magic was the first one to try it out. I couldn't get it working over the weekend to test it, so I wasn't sure if it would actually fire, but it does. It fires just fine. I might need to adjust the volume a little bit more. It's not as loud as it was when it was like startling me when people did it. So that's probably good. I guess you guys can tell me how loud or not loud it is on your end. The only downside is typically when somebody lurks, they're not going to hear it because they'll type lurk and then leave. And then by the time the audio fires, because there's a bit of a delay, right? By the time the audio triggers, they'll be long gone. But I guess everybody else gets to hear it. So it works out in the rear end. All right. I don't think there's anything else here. Let's move on. How far away for... We're 169 meters.
69, dudes!
Very cool. Do we need more volatiles right now? It couldn't hurt. Because we're going to need a lot to make a lot of fuel. We're going to need fuel to run everything. From our gas fuel generator to our other thing. Oh, copper is good.
Power low.
Oh, okay, we hit our 50% mark, so we'll have to start heading back here at some point. Magic Plus. Wait a minute. This is a different magic. Who is this person? Well, whoever you are, Magic Plus, welcome. Magic Plus is good. Now with more oh, that's, you know what? More magic. More better. It goes in there. Oh, Magic Plus S. So magics. Or maybe it's like shoot, what was the one where the G is silent? It's like real G's move in silence like lasagna. That's a different, I mean, that's a semi-related thing. Oh, silent O. Silento, but the O is silent, so it's just pronounced silent. That's who I'm thinking of. But if you say silent, no one's gonna know who you're talking about, so you have to say silent O. Kind of like Emmy. What was that band you were talking about, Emmy? The K-pop group? Where their name is one thing, but you have to say it a certain way or no one will know who you're talking about. I guess we'll grab coal here. Nat? The G in Nat is silent, that's true. And I don't know why. Maybe it's supposed to be pronounced Gnat, kind of like night is pronounced Knicht. Comes from German or like a Germanic language. Knecht. Like in Langschneck. I don't know why I even try to pronounce words anymore. I can barely pronounce English words. Out here trying to pronounce foreign languages. There's some more volatiles. All right, I think we have enough volatiles for now. Thought I saw something else. I guess there's coal kind of everywhere. It is nice going mining during the day. You can actually see what I'm looking at. Grab this iron. Iron, iron, iron. We're gonna make a lot of steel. Oh, there's gold in here too, hiding from me amongst the iron. Nice try, game. The lead. Up. There we go. So here's a question for chat. Does anybody speak more than one language? I want to say fluently, but let's not even include fluently. Just like at a moderate level to where you could theoretically ask for directions, ask where something is, apologize you don't fully speak and understand their language. Yeah, not even fluently, just like in general. Like maybe you took it in high school and you kind of maintained it a little bit. Because I know when I was in high school, we were required to take, I think, 2 semesters of foreign language classes. And I, of course, I lived in Germany at the time, so I took German. So when I moved back to the States, mine was already covered. Because obviously I didn't graduate at the same high school I started at. Much like my poor sister who had to do her senior year at a new high school. Oof. That was probably rough. I mean, high school is bad enough as it is, and then it's like, okay, well, for your senior year, you will be attending brand new school where you know nobody. And because at least when we started school in South Dakota, we like were going to high school together. Because I was a sophomore and she was a freshman. But she was on her own. I'd already graduated. And of course, my other sister decided to get pregnant, and yeah, it was a whole can of worms. Rilip took what? German? That makes sense for wherever you went to school. Rilip wants to hear more about my high school experiences. I didn't really do much. I mostly played video games, same as I do now, except the games were different. I was transitioning from console gaming into PC gaming at that time. I had just discovered that being a PC gamer had a lot more transmittable skills than being a console gamer. That and the games were typically better, and you could build your own machine, and just a lot more customization options. Have I lost a little weight? Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to check with Emmy. She's in charge of my diet. I doubt it, though. Oh, are you in fucking kiss ass? God damn it. Of course. Rilip would never give me a compliment of his own volition. Should have known. All right, let's throw this. Turn that off. I think we're good on minerals for the time being. Emmy's been doing the skinny girl diet. It's, well, I mean, kind of. I've been eating whatever she eats, just more. All right, how are my little fellas doing? Put them down here. What are they doing? They're thriving? Okay, that's good. We'll turn off the light, give them some dark time while I fill up my fuel tank. Just kidding. Gotta act. Oh, I put it in there. All right, let's drink some water. I don't want to eat. I should really bring a potato in here. Rilip says, Star can eat whatever he wants as long as he doesn't like it. That's kind of a good way to lose weight, right? Like you can only eat foods that you hate. I eat 1 bell pepper a day and that's it. And celery. Chad, I don't know if I've ranted about this on stream before. I'm sure I have, because I rant about it all the time, because it's such a common occurrence when I'm reading through Reddit, where someone will be talking about how they hate vegetables because blah blah blah, my parents never cooked it right, and then someone will come in and be like, oh man, if you just, man, you don't like Brussels sprouts, if you just, you know, fry them up with a little olive oil and some seasoning and maybe mix in a little bit of whatever, like some bacon bits. It's like, man, I bet if you like that, you'd love it if you took the Brussels sprouts out. Mighty Stooches, I think my wife uses my Reddit. I'm getting all this Taylor Swift hate subreddit now. Does she hate Taylor Swift? What?
Anti-critical.
Why does your wife hate Taylor Swift? Oh, we need to make some more filters too. We should probably get on that. I'm not gonna eat my thing right now. I think we can turn the light back. Actually, let me cool it down a little bit in here. First, let's suck some pressure out. And then we'll suck in some cold air. That's the fastest way to cool it down. Take out the hot air, put in some cold air. Perfect. Look at that, everybody's happy, including the plants. Well, let's rock. Relip says Brussels sprouts have gotten better since you were a kid. I mean, not me. I think they were good.
Pressure critical.
I think they were as fine as they were gonna get back when I was a kid. Turn that back to red. I do know that they got better at some point in the early 90s. I think this might be as good as we're gonna get here for pressure. Yeah, it's probably fine. We'll just take it. So this is gonna power our furnace for a bit. I'll just throw this bad boy on here. Here we go. Yep, get on there. There we go. One thing I don't quite understand is why the pressure, why these don't fill up. Like, if you go to the one up here, it fills up, it's blue. But this one is not, so... I don't know, it's anyone's guess, I suppose. All right, so this is at reasonable fuel stuff, good. So, we should be able to use the furnace now. Should also probably check the pressure on this one here. 2.18. Yeah, might be worth filling that up at some point. Or maybe making another one to be able to swap out. Seems like overkill though, doesn't it? You could just start running pipes out to where the fuel mixing is going to be happening. That would help me get some infrastructure down. Make a real, yeah, I'm gonna make a real tank out here. Once, basically what I want to do is sort of do this in waves where I start taking down, I want to empty this out, and then I want to move all the filtration and ice crushing stuff over to this outside area. We'll build some more frames so we have more room to put this stuff. But basically all the mixing is going to happen over here, and the ice crushing and everything, and we're gonna put hydroponics probably just over here on the inside. But I haven't quite got that far yet, so that's the plan for either tonight or tomorrow or Friday or whenever we get around to it. I'm not in a big rush. I know that might sound wild for me. Not a big rush. It doesn't look like anyone in his family is rushing anywhere. All right, we got, okay, so we got a couple stacks of iron here. We could probably start thinking about doing something with that. Gold. And honestly, I gathered all these volatiles for nothing, kind of. All right, so what was I doing? I needed to make there's iron in here, that's weird. I guess that must have been caught in the ejection port. So what I really need to do, it's not even full yet. Some cobalt down there. We need to smelt some gold, so why don't we start by bringing in some gas. That was probably a bit too much, actually, but we'll go ahead and ignite it and see what happens. Beautiful. Okay, let's throw some gold in. Should be nothing in there right now. That should smelt nice and good. Gonna give us our gold. Perfect. Everything appears to be in order, and this interior box should equalize pressure with the outside, but it'll be warmer. So this should hold its heat a lot better than it was before. Oh, I need copper now. Okay, well that's fine. I got copper right here. Anyway, my point of that rant was that when people say a food tastes good, what they really mean is butter and seasoning taste good, and the food just kind of happens to be along for the ride. And I think we need to be honest about what foods actually taste good on their own. There's some of them. There are some foods out there that taste good on their own. I would honestly eat a non-seasoned piece of meat. Like, Emmy always has to insist on putting a bunch of stuff on steak or chicken. And I'm just like, just cook it and serve it to me and I will eat it and I will be happy with it. It is no problem for me. Yeah, sugar is a taste good mechanism, Captain Sandwich. Fat is my go-to. I like sugar is great, but man, if something's like fatty, oh man, ooh, that's good stuff right there. And I'm so fortunate that Emmy doesn't like the fatty parts of meat, because she will literally cut them off and give them to me like a dog. It's a little ridiculous, but I don't mind. Tastes good. I'm not gonna complain about that. All right, so we will wire this up now. Yeah, So this is gonna run to the airlock area here. I could probably just extend this out, because I'm eventually gonna probably turn this into a corridor instead of an airlock. So we'll just have the little bit there, and we can probably shut that off now. Oh, salt tastes good too. I'm not like super hype about salt. Like, I like salty stuff, but I never feel like it's something I would seek out. Power controller. Whereas, like, if someone came over or came up to me right now and they were like, hey, I cut off this piece of fat from my steak, do you want it? I would eat it immediately. No questions asked. I think the button's right there. Yeah, okay, perfect. We will wire that bad boy up. We'll need a battery to go in there, and then we can have to make a couple of vents, I suppose. I'm seeing a problem with this design. I think I need to switch sides, because otherwise there's going to be some overlap that is not desirable. So let's do that. Basically, I want to have the pipes go here, which I realize could also cause problems in the future, but I'm not going to stress about it right now. That's a problem for Future Star. He will deal with it when it comes up. Okay. We just need regular cables. Again, this is just a pretty standard airlock, so nothing fancy here. You guys have seen this a million times before. It's my patent pending airlock design. There's no patent, actually. It's pretty bog standard, actually. All right, and then up here. And boom. We just need a console, another active vent, some insulated pipes, and we'll be good to go. X says we're gonna need a blueprint mod. Maybe that's one thing the game could use more of, is like planning out. Because as it stands, there's really no planning options in the game. And I better go turn. I think I turned the light on already. Let me double check here. Oh, this is the generator running? Yeah, it is. Okay. Well, as long as it stays below 50, I think we're safe. Yeah, okay, it's able to. I guess my only problem that could potentially crop up is if it needs to run more constantly, then we could have a problem. But I don't think that's a problem right now. Why did I come out here? I was just gonna check on the potato light. Potato light is not on. We should turn it on. Speaking of blueprint mods, at some point, Stationeers 1.0 has to come out, right? Sometime this year, they said. It's thriving towards seeding. So we will have our potato seeds soon enough. I'm really looking forward to that. I was watching Urban Venture play this morning, and I'm like, man, I cannot wait to play this again. I know I'm going to be miserable the whole time, but I still want to do it. Because when am I not miserable? What is a game that I played where I wasn't miserable the whole time? I can't think of one. Need gold? All right, no problem. I think this should still be hot. It sure is. Because the furnace stays hot. It's a beautiful thing. Throw the gold in. So we just need one active vent and then 2 passive vents and some insulated pipes. Oh, it's storming. Okay, cool. Well, that's not a problem for us. We're inside. Technically. We are technically inside. Per the rules of the game. Because we have a door. Alright, so there we go. I should set this to 50. Need some insulated pipes. Thank you. Balatro? No, Balatro I was, well, maybe. I don't know. It's on the harder difficulties and challenges. I think it's one of those games where you're having fun up until the point where you start getting sweaty about it, and then it stops being fun. Which for me, there's a very brief period in a lot of games where I'm like, oh man, this is really fun. I'm enjoying myself. And then it's like, I must optimize. And then it stops being fun after that. I think 10 insulated pipe will do it. That should be enough to get us through. All right, so we need active vent. And then that's just gonna run like so. And yeah, we can literally just put a vent like so. And then for outside, it'll be on the cladding area. Oh, that doesn't work, huh? That's annoying. Guess we'll put it over here then. Which is gonna require a little more infrastructure. I guess just literally one more. Alright. So we'll go grab one more insulated pipe. Oh, look how nice it looks when you're not right up against the window. That's great.
Hunger
Oh,
caution.
right. Yeah, I gotta remember to eat at some point. We'll get there. Not worried about it. Maybe that's my problem. I can't ever enjoy playing a game without feeling like I need to be the best. And I've found that a lot with games where I'll like enjoy it and then it stops being fun after a while. All right, we need a console with a airlock chip. Advanced airlock specifically, so turn that off. But imagine if I found a game where I enjoyed it and didn't feel the need to become the best there ever was. That would be a truly monumental find. All right, so we got our console, and then we need a advanced airlock, which requires some iron, no problem. Chuck some in the furnace. It's either I feel the need to be the best or I am unsatisfied with my performance for some other reason. It's like I'm not doing well enough. Or I could be doing better, which obviously that doesn't extend to my real life where like I don't give a fuck if I'm doing good at my job as long as I'm doing the bare minimum. And we have everything else we need, I think. So need some glass. We have. So let's take our handy dandy data disk. Install the console. Install it the right way. Close her up there. Oh, we need a battery for the that thing. Rilip has also been guilty of this. I'm not the only one. It's either too easy or too hard. I think, I don't know, it's really hard to balance a game, right? People have said this, especially for a large audience. Like, people are complaining about the new Elden Ring DLC because the bosses are too hard. Like, you bought an Elden Ring DLC and then you complained that the bosses were too hard. I don't know what to tell you. That's like half the point of these games. Is it the, oh, we need a sensor too. Good catch, chat. Yeah, see, you're playing Elden Ring. Mighty Stoosh has got it. What do you expect? You want the bosses to be easy? Like, what do you want? Why are you playing the game? I don't play those games because I don't enjoy the kind of challenge that they provide. I can appreciate a good challenge, but I think the challenge in Elden Ring is not the type of challenge that I like in a game. I like games where the mastery comes from learning the system, not from learning the specific dodge thing you have to do. Oh, we gotta label these. It's like, oh, you have to dodge this guy exactly in this way. I don't have power in this. Did I ever move the battery? I didn't. It's inside. That's fine. We gotta head over to the base anyway. Hop inside here. Like, I don't want to memorize that, oh, to beat this guy, you gotta go up and then dodge underneath him in such and such way. And that's how you win the battle. Like, that's not fun to me. I don't want to repeat the same thing over and over again, with the only difference being what I'm bringing to the table. I want challenges where it's like, okay, well, we didn't win that time because I did this thing specifically wrong. It's going to be a little different next time probably, but we've learned what not to do in a situation similar to that. So for example, Spelunky, any kind of roguelike basically, where like the levels are never the same. You're not memorizing the levels. You're not memorizing, yeah. You know, the attack patterns, like Captain Kasama was just saying. I don't want to memorize the attack patterns. I want to know how the enemy operates, and I want to know how the environment is likely to generate or whatever, depending on the type of game. And then I want to throw myself against that, a new procedurally generated challenge. Do I like Hollow Knight? I never played Hollow Knight. I don't think I would like it. because it seems in the same vein where you're memorizing the attack patterns and you're memorizing the levels. It's not a procedural game like Spelunky. I like Spelunky because it's always different, even though it's like poetry, it rhymes. Should have brought a potato in here. Sorry, we'll just eat another. I think we're down to the last of the cereal bars. So be it. What they're here for, right? X says he wants the boss to be challenging but beatable the first time I meet it. I don't even necessarily mind if it's beatable the first time you... Well, okay, Spelunky does have bosses where you kind of memorize the patterns. Olmec comes to mind, especially in Spelunky 2 where he's like the mid-boss. But that's sort of like just a speed bump on your route through the rest of the game. It's not the entire challenge. Thriving towards seeding. I guess we'll let it just sit there. All right, did I get battery? I did, and I powered up the labeler, so we're good. All right, and the storm is over, so off we go. Again, though, it's all subjective based on how competent you are as a gamer. Like, Emmy's gonna find every game she plays to be impossibly difficult, and there's no way we can avoid that. It's like her trying to do a push-up, basically. It is impossible for her. She is simply physically incapable of ever being good at a video game or doing a push-up. Exterior door, interior door, interior vent, exterior vent, and I think that's it. So sensor, exterior vent, exterior door, interior vent. Internal we'll set to 81. External, I guess like 41. And then we should be good. So that should now function as an airlock. That sounded mean. I don't think it's, I mean, maybe a little bit extra. But, Emmy, can you do a push-up? Can you beat Spelunky? Nothing I said was incorrect. I guess it might sound mean. But it's the same way that I mean, maybe I could eventually learn to cook, but we've seen what happens when I try. So it's probably better if I just stay out of there. Do a push-up? Emmy saw me do a push-up. I did one just the other day because she wanted me to help her with her form. And I was like, it's like this. And then I did one. And she's like, I can't do that. So... I mean, say what you want, but I did it. Be good at the game. That's a good point, Rilla. Maybe when I'm good at the game, then I can talk. I'm sure there's a game I'm pretty good at. All right. So the airlock is done. I guess we just have to start heating up the room, huh? Oh, right. And building the fuel mixing system. All right. In that case, let me go fill this up. Oh, somebody redeemed a bean? Okay, hold on. Well, I would have saw it. You don't have to like throw it in my face. Just knocking my stuff off my desk here. All right, we'll eat a bean. I'm good at that. All you gotta do is put it in my mouth and eat it. I'm good at that. All right, here we go. Someone has redeemed a bean. Did I see the donkey video? Yeah, I did. I did see the donkey video actually, Repeat Bot. It is too easy. All right, let's spin the wheel. We'll turn it so you guys can see. So you know that I'm not cheating. All right, what's the spinner say? Oh, jalapeno. Jalapeno. Here's one jalapeno bean for everybody. I'm chewing it because it's a jalapeno. I can handle a jalapeno. Ooh, much a little spicier than I was expecting. All right. Ooh, it's got a little kick to it for a jalapeno. Anyway, thank you for the bean, Captain Sandwich. I'm just fortunate you're not saving it up to make me play another terrible text adventure. As much as I enjoyed Moon Mist, I think I can live without having to play another one of those. All right, the outside pressure is, yeah, 41's fine. I can probably set it to 0 though. I know everybody always says that. They're like, just set it to 0, Star. It's not going to affect anything. It's the principle of the thing, all right? I don't want stuff to go flying around the airlock. All right, let's throw this bad boy on here. There we go. And now it is time to start moving our fuel mixing equipment. So this should be empty. Perfect. So we'll start taking this down. Okay, so just start backing it out. What do we got here? Just a bunch of oxygen. Okay, that can probably... All right, because the oxygen comes out of the volatile thing. That's right, that's right. Oh shoot, I almost forgot we need to make another filter here shortly. All right, we'll try to remember to do that. Yeah, and then the wrench gives us the pipes. And then I think we hand drill it out again. Was there anything else left to do in Moon Mist? I think I had to figure out why the culprits were killing people in all the 4 endings. We only did like 2 of the endings successfully anyway. But I felt pretty good on that. All right, so we're gonna mix the fuel. I think we're just gonna do the same setup we did before, and we're just gonna mix the fuel right here. So just need to get a passive vent to put there. X has 50,000 points. Oh no, he's still got 50. Oh, I didn't change the scene. No, I changed the scene. You guys are fine. Let me make those CO2 filters while we're in here. We probably don't need that to be on. I'll have to, well, figure out a better way to do this. We'll put those in here for now. We'll get them recycled at some point. Maybe I can make the large ones now, that those will last a lot longer. Not the heavy ones, but we can maybe do the medium ones if we have some Constantan. Sure, why not? I think we have some silver floating around. Oh, no, we don't. Okay, never mind. I'll just make some basic ones then. We gotta remember to go grab some silver at some point. And iron, apparently. There we go. It's our iron. And that's the correct one. And one more. Philip's gonna save up his points and make me play an even more complicated game. I mean, again, if you want me to play a game, you can just tell me what the game is, and I might just want to play it of my own accord. So there's always that. Okay. I'm not so sure putting this on the line directly is a good idea. I'm also debating if I want to have multiple... You just take it off for now. If I want to have multiple ice crushers, one for water, for example. It would run the hydroponics, and then, but it also seems pretty straightforward to just run a pipe, even though that would require maybe like jumping over the pipes here. That's not a huge deal though, especially if it's near the wall. We'll see how it looks. Rilip would not pick a game that I would want to play of my own accord. Okay, pick a game that I don't want to play, and maybe I'll be so intrigued that I'll just play it. I should finally beat Hades. Maybe. I feel like Hades would take a couple of streams to get into, but I could probably do it eventually, right? Like, if you can do it, it can't be that hard. Oh, damn it, I made the wrong thing. It's a stupid air conditioner. Wrench. Why does it default to that? Filtration, there we go. Okay, so that's where the one's gonna come out, and then we'll have the mixer right here. So that'll be easy enough to deal with. The cable. My mouse hand isn't what it used to be. I think I'd have to play Hades with a controller. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe we need to go back to Rogue. No, please, anything but that. I'm not going back, Jim. Not happening. All right, let's wire cutters required. Shut her off. Then we need the angle grinder. Yeah. And then I think the drill. The drill it is. But some of these extra cables we no longer need. Oh, that can probably stay. That's powering a bunch of stuff. This should be empty. It is good. Take that down. And these can probably go. Perfect. Rilip says, I wish there was a head-to-head mode for Hades. The closest thing I've seen to like a head-to-head mode, it's not really head-to-head, but it is one person picks the boons and the other person has to play. It's called the boondoggle, and it looked really fun. If I was better at the game, I might be willing to try it, but you know me. Don't know enough about Hades to know whether I'd be any good at it. I don't know if there's going to be enough room for this. That sucks. All right, we'll put that in the chest of drawers over here. Yeah, that one doesn't need to be out here. Iron can go in there. It can go in there. Oh, the airlock's going to get on my nerves, isn't it? Okay. Basically, I want to have the... I can probably figure out a way to make this work that's going to look good. Head-to-head split screen streaming category or something. Let Twitch merge them on their side. There is the guest star mode, which lets us basically merge our streams, I think. I've never used it. I've also never seen anybody use it. Oh, because there's no input. That's probably why. All right, let's take that apart.
Power low.
Drill. Okay, cables removed. Wrench it out. Drill it up. All right, let's go put this one in now. Rilip says if you want to do that, I do the playing and you would pick. Yeah, there you go. That would be a better use of our time, huh? What about one where I put the ice in inside and then it comes out here and does what it needs to do? That would be an interesting twist. I could see that. I put the ice machine like right here, and then it runs out here and into the filter. That way I can, I mean, I don't know. I probably want to store my ice outside anyway. Maybe we just need another frame here to work on. Let's try pushing it back a bit. Let's see. Let me go grab the ice thingy and see what we can do here. Oh, I should probably finish making this though. As usual, I find myself indecisive about the placement of these things. Gotta make sure we don't put too much ice in at once, or it won't filter properly or whatever. All right, let's grab the ice thingy. What I'm thinking is we put the thing here. We put cable here. What do we need to make this? Oh, we need iron. Grab the iron then. So what's the battery level at? Okay, it's at yellow. We're fine. Okay, and we need cable coil. That looks good. Yeah, we should probably have another set of frames out here anyway. Be able to walk around safely. But basically, the liquid pipe is going to go inside and then go over that way, and then the gas pipe is going to go around the back and into the side here. So I can actually set that up now so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And there we go. And then this, of course, will just go to a vent. And we'll need more gas pipes, obviously. Do we need anything else? We need liquid pipe. Yeah, the liquid pipe goes, we can figure this out here, 1 and 2, and then it's going to curve on the inside, so it's not doesn't have to worry about interacting with this. I wonder if it would be worth bringing it back a little bit. So my only problem right now is that I could just, actually, no. I could do a, it's gonna be a nice compact system, I think. It should be fine. I do need more frames though, you're right. Let's go check on the potatoes to make sure they haven't died. Because now that's something I have to be worried about. Potatoes dying of natural causes. Okay, yeah, they're fine. I think we can just let them sit here.
Air tank critical.
I am well aware, lady. My air tank is fine. I'm inside, so yeah, we'll have to take apart all this stuff here. Pizza heard about picking on Emmy, so they're back. Okay, well, you're in luck. We were just making fun of Emmy because she can't do a push-up or play video games. Which I guess are kind of on the low end of, like, being incapable. Pressures are good here, right? Yeah. Okay, good. But it is still really funny. Alright, I am gonna pick these up and move them inside with the potato. think, yeah, we're getting to the point where it's time to start moving everything inside the new base and then getting everything working in there that was working out here. We will see how it goes. Okay, battery charged. Battery charged. Batteries charged enough. It's helmet. Oh, nope, nope. Stop.
Oxygen low. Low pressure. Oxygen critical.
We're good. Everything's fine. Almost forgot my oxygen tank. She dedicates so much time to annoying everyone else. Can she do anything more? That's what I'm saying. She just gets to sit at home all day, and like the least she could do is, you know, be good at video games or push-ups, one of the two. This can get moved. This can get moved. This can get moved for sure. I don't think there's anything in here, but I guess just to be safe, we will put the vent down and come back later. Make her play a push-up video game. We do have a Ring Fit Adventure. I don't know that that makes you do push-ups, but it is a fitness-themed video game that I got so I could get better at fitness, and then I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. It's too hard. I stopped. I think we can use regular pipes for this. We're not wasting our valuable insulated pipes. Let's head inside and start setting up our water and stuff. Oh, we need to bring some fuel in so the fuel gen can run. The water comes in here. And then oxygen is going to have to come in at some point. That'll probably come in right here. Probably go over the top of the wall. Yeah, there's going to be like a mess of pipes going on. From what I can tell here. It's going to look a little ugly. But hey, that's all right. Sometimes things look a little ugly, and that's okay. We'll just put these here. And we don't need the labeler anymore, so we'll put that in here. Got these. And there we go. Just run the pipe like so. And that was all that we had, huh? Okay, that's fine. Cycle out. Rilip's gonna start a bean jar. Every time Star says something about Emmy that she doesn't like, I have to eat a bean. I would have nothing, I would eat nothing but beans. Which I guess is the point, right? Alright, this should be... it's still filling up, it's fine. Let's take this apart now. We can start removing the mixer. This stuff over here. Okay. Yep, that's good. Pressure regulator here. There's the mixer. Good. Right. We need to put another frame down. That's one of the things I was working on. I think that's fine placement though, for the most part. So this is filtered. So that'll be pollutants, or volatiles rather, and this will be the oxygen. And then the oxygen will also probably come in right here in the middle. I know it's a little silly, but if it works, right? All right. So that's all. Oh, we need to put cables down, huh? I think we can honestly just run the cable like right through the center here. So nothing else should be happening, and then this can all get powered this way. Oh. Oh. All right, and then run it over the other side. All right, things are looking good. It's all starting to come together. Just a little bit more and we'll be good. Everything should be wired up now, so we should be able to turn that on. Okay, well, we have to actually connect it to the power inside, but then it'll be good. Da, da, da. There we go. Beautiful. So that should all be working now. So we just need to make some steel frames. In fact, we might have some. Okay, we don't have steel frames. We do have steel sheets though. We've also got some vents that will probably get some use at some point. Regular pipes. We don't need those right now. So, oh, you know what? I do need a passive vent actually. I'll hold on to that. So I need frame. Where are frame? Steel. Oh, we need steel. Oh, okay. I see. I see. Okay, let's pump in a little gas here. That's probably good for now. We'll just throw what we need in. Iron, iron, iron. Coal. No, I think I had that right. Oh, and then the mining belt, sure. All right, so we just got to get the heat up a little bit. I may need to pump out some pressure here. It's getting a little iffy inside. We'll start making some frames and then do a little bit of, that's making frames, right? Yes, okay, good. Yeah, we got to start outputting some stuff here. That is the out, right? Hold on. Is that the output? Why doesn't it tell me? Oh, it does say output. It says output 10 liters, 20 liters. There we go. So I think that I don't know where I put the vent exactly, but it should be fine out there. What time is halftime? I don't know. I guess now, once we get this stuff working. Why, what do you have for us tonight, Emmy? You got something special? Are you guys ready to see what she brought for halftime tonight? We've survived 50 days without dying on Europa Brutal Start. It was touch and go there for a bit, but we pulled it off. I mean, we pulled it off a while ago. The point is, we did it. Okay, everybody ready? Quick save. So welcome to halftime. If you're new here, Emmy sends videos to watch and then evaluate. So let's see what we have for this evening. Emmy has not sent anything new, which is weird. Why does it say 9:48 p.m.? It doesn't give me like a date or anything. We could do another SOS. We could do Christmas. Oh, let's do Christmas with Dennis. Do Christmas in June. That's a great idea. That's what the people want to see. Christmas with Dennis. All right, here we go. I'm bringing it up. Just give me a second here. Now, pay no attention to that statement there. That's not important. That is irrelevant for tonight's festivities. Oh, the VHS artifacts. Oh, just imagine what it was like before high definition. It's like watching TV underwater. Christmas with Dennis. Thank you, Lance Reardon. Starring Dennis Awe. There he is. Dennis will be featured on the Technics console organ. That thing right there. Special guests in order of appearance, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. They got him, folks. Rudolph will be making Ralph. Who the hell's Ralph? Diane Awe. So I guess his sister or mom or wife. Frosty the Snowman, special appearance. Santa Claus, the Santa Claus. Directed. I refuse to believe anybody directed this except for Dennis himself. Oh, look at that beautiful snow. We didn't get any of that this year. What a waste. Oh, there he goes.
Welcome and happy holidays from my home to yours.
Hello,
During this
Dennis.
wonderful
Happy
season,
holidays.
We generally remember some of the Christmases from days gone by. But in our hearts, we're always home for the holidays.
This is almost like a like an Adult Swim like bumper. Philip wants to know if I've seen the trailer for Red 1 yet. Hold on. You guys watch this. I'm gonna look up this other thing. Red 1? Red 1 trailer? What is this? Red 1, an action comedy mystery film distributed by Amazon MGM Studios. After Santa Claus, codename Red 1 is kidnapped. Wait a minute, why aren't we watching this right now? Hang on. Hold on, it froze. Oh, it froze because I clicked off of it. Sorry. Hold on. Okay. After Santa Claus, codename Red 1 is kidnapped, the North Pole's head of security, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, must team up with the world's most infamous bounty hunter in a globe-trotting, action-packed mission to save Christmas. Red 1 stars Dwayne Johnson, Chris Evans, Lucy Liu, Kiernan Shipka, Bonnie Hunt, Christopher Hivju, Nick Kroll, Wesley Kimmel, and J.K. Simmons. The film is directed by Jake Kasdan, oh no, and produced by Hiram Garcia, PGA, Dwayne Johnson, oh no. What does PGA mean? Oh, is that like Producers Guild of America? Produced by Hiram Garcia, Dwayne Johnson, Danny Garcia, Chris Morgan, Jake Kasdan, and Melvin Marr. That's a lot of producers. They live actioned Jack Skellington, says RepeatBot. Okay, hold on. I gotta. This might get copyright struck, but whatever. I don't care. We're watching this now. I can't. When is this? The trailer came out yesterday. When does the movie come out? I hope in December. Does it say? November 15th. Okay. All right, let's see. MGM.
497, 498, 499, 500.
Let's go heavy.
All right, J.K. Simmons. I thought he was going to be playing Santa. He is. Oh, boy.
Red one is on the move.
Evening, ladies. What are you so excited about? Of course, your boyfriend's here.
Oh, no.
Who's with Red? Reach!
Oh, no. Someone took him. Who took him?
I'm bringing in Jack O'Malley. He's probably the best tracker in the world.
Oh, why they gotta stop putting Chris Evans in movies?
What am I doing here?
Last night, Red One, also known as St. Nicholas of Myra, was abducted from the North Pole complex.
Okay.
Are you saying Santa Claus has been kidnapped?
So you're telling me somebody kidnapped Santa Claus? So that just happened.
Garcia?
Oh, they got a live action polar bear.
This guy, he's on the list.
You don't mean
Yes, that list. NL4.
Are you telling me this clown is a level 4 naughty lister?
Uh-oh.
level 4 naughty lister?
Oh, is that funny to you?
You're gonna
Oh, that's got a polar bear in it. Emmy will like that. From the
Well, let's
director
go.
of Jumanji. Oh, they got board
Grab a
games.
car. For what?
Oh, they got Ant-Man
You don't
powers.
have a Wonder Woman action figure, do you?
It's not how it works. Come on.
They referenced Wonder Woman.
There's much in here that is not of the
ECU connection. Oh, yep.
Krampus.
What are they doing?
They're playing crayfish flop.
I think if you don't need me here, I might just go back to
Why
the
is
car.
Krampus here?
We need to prepare for the possibility of no Christmas.
Okay, question. If I want to watch this movie, what does that say about me?
Trying to save Santa Claus.
This is like Dune, but for Christmas. What the hell?
We got snowmen!
Oh, they got Frosty. Wait, what's he doing on a beach? Wouldn't he melt? He must be one of those Olaf type snowmen.
That was so disturbing.
That just happened. All right, okay, red one. I got it. That was worth. Does Amazon own DC? No. And it's MGM. DC is Warner Brothers, right? And I don't think they've merged yet. Like neither one has bought the other. Okay, well, you know what? That looked okay. I hate movies though, or how do I feel about movies? I don't know. It looked as good as any other movie that's ever come out. I can't tell the difference between that and like what do people think is a good movie? Aquaman? It's like Aquaman. I'm a well-known movie hater, but I also, when I see a movie, I'm not like that was a good movie or that was a bad movie. It's just that was a movie and I was mildly entertained for an hour and a half to 2 hours. Anyway, let's get the game back because nobody cares except the Mario. The Mario movie was great though. I will stand by that. They need to make more video game movies that are like the Mario movie and less video game movies that are like Assassin's Creed or Prince of Persia or any of the other crap they put out. They need to make a sequel to John Carter also. You know what the problem with John Carter was? Disney bought Star Wars and they're like, oh, we don't need, why do we have Star Wars at home when we could have real Star Wars? Now, to be fair, John Carter predates Star Wars by like 70 years. So, if anything, that's the original Star Wars, but nobody cares about that. Okay, let's get these frames down so we can actually work out here. No frames, no gains. So Jack, Santa Claus, kidnapped, Krampus makes an appearance. The reindeer are there, Jack Skellington. This is a backdoor Nightmare Before Christmas type situation. I got it. Again, tell me how this is different from your favorite movie. Whoops. Overwelded there. Let's fix that. Oh, we need more of the thingies. Why do I not have more insulated pipes floating around? Guess I used them all. Okay. Oh, right. I guess we can use the tank now, huh? So this will be for fuel. So, oh, that sucks. Maybe we put it here. What? There we go. And we'll just run it over the top. There's going to be a lot of interlocking, overlapping, interlacing pipes here. I think we're just going to have to live with it. Captain America with The Rock. He's also Black Adam, don't forget. Captain America and Black Adam team up to save Christmas. Not the worst idea ever. This is never... This water is not going to get used, is it? I guess it will if I keep drinking water, huh? Oh, we can take this down too, huh? Gotta go outside to clip that. Make sure we keep this fed. All right. Rilip says, I felt that might have just the right level of kitsch to catch my attention. It absolutely did, but I can't say that I really want to watch it because then people will think I'm a moron. Not that I've ever let that stop me before, but this time feels different because everybody was making fun of it. This is the kind of terrible high budget schlock I look for in movies. All right, we need to take this thing down. So let's do that. That furnace is down. I just think it's funny they call him Red One. Because when you said Red One, I'm like, oh, like the first Airborne when they jumped into Normandy? And then I was like, no, wait a minute. Nobody would care about that if that were the case. Oh, no. Ah, that sucks. Okay, we got to change how this is working. Like they already made a movie about that. It was called, whatever that movie was called. Yeah, we need it to be like that. So how can we make this work? I guess we could go like that and then go around. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, there's no easy way to make that work, huh? With our limited options. Oh, no, you know what? Hold on. No, we'll do it like this, and then we'll run the pipe. We'll just change where these pipes are located, I think. So this will go here, and then this will loop around. And we'll have to pull up pipes from inside, because this will be no, this will be volatiles. I think we want to change this in that case to be oxygen then, because then that way we can just run the oxygen line directly out of that. All right, we do need to make more insulated pipes though. So yeah, I'm gonna make a media criticism video on November 16th after watching Red 1. Oh shoot, we need fuel. Hold on. I can do this. So we need that. We need to go grab the fuel tank here. Cancel. Oh. All right, let me grab you. Hopefully this has enough fuel in it to last us a while. Yeah, 6.77 megapascals ought to do it. I don't know what the actual moles is. I'm sure I could have looked, but I'm more interested in... Oh my gosh. I do need to turn that down. Who's lurking? Rilip's lurking. You're gonna miss the panty raid, Rilip. You heard Patrick. It's still too loud. It's freaking me out. There we go. Okay, now it should work. There we go. All right, it's running. That'll take care of our needs for now, but like I said, we will eventually need to do more. Oh shoot, that's gonna overpressurize too. Oh, okay, hold on. Going outside now. This could be bad. That thing's gonna pop very quickly if we don't do something. There we go. Whew, that was close. All right, so if this is gonna be oxygen, that can then run inside, and then this will run and then I guess switch off. And then we'll put the fuel tank. It's a grow light. Where's the fuel? Where's the tank? Oh, there it is. Put it over here, huh? Let's move that then. That can go right here then. So yeah, that'll pump fuel into there. That'll hold the fuel that we use to power the generator, and that we can use for other stuff later. It's got to be 4 hours minimum to break into the space, and also a numbered list. All right, so I'm going to make a 4-hour-long video essay about what? The commodification of Christmas? Or the downfall of movies? Because honestly, I could go either way with it. Could be fun. That grow light can go here. Put those outside next time. We'll have to, yeah, we'll run cable outside later. Actually, no, let's do it now. Right here, why not? Because we have to run the cable, yeah, pretty much like that, or it won't work. Oh, I need insulated pipes. Let's get on that. Insulated pipe. I also need an oxygen filter. Let's make that first. One oxygen filter. Make sure it doesn't go into my suit. And then insulated pipes. Looks like we need more silicon do we have? We have some silicon here. How's the temperature? A little cold. Let's pipe in a little air or gas, fuel, whatever. Perfect. So I don't know, guys. I probably still won't watch it, but I'm not like immediately turned off. What can I say? I'm a slut for terrible movies. And theoretically Emmy should be too, but it might be too like high quality for her. She only watches stuff like Winter Beast and Hack-O-Lantern. Hack-O-Lantern, by the way, a movie where the director spoke no English and just assumed everybody was saying their lines correctly on set. True story. Wouldn't be the first time either. So there's that, and then we need insulated pipe utility kits, and then we'll get some meters too. Repeat wants to know if I would play a game about being a silicon-based life form terraforming a post-apocalyptic Earth. Absolutely. That sounds crazy and awesome. No notes. Does that exist? I mean, okay, I guess the gameplay has to be good, but I mean, just the premise alone is kind of fascinating, so I'd be interested. If the gameplay is good, I would certainly give it a shot. Now, is the silicon-based life form native to Earth, or is it an alien? I think we need, actually, maybe we just need 2 of these for now. Oh, and then I need some meters. Light meters. Give me 2 of these. And 2. Okay, good. All right. So first thing we got to do is that's going to be so this is where the fuel's going to go, which means oxygen is going to go here. And that's where the oxygen fill tank will go. I know it looks crazy. Trust me, I know. I'm right there with you guys. I'm still trying to figure out how this is gonna look the best. And I don't know if I want it to go all the way down and then curve right before it goes in, or if I want to pull this off and then change it a little bit. My concern about doing that is that there could be, I mean, there shouldn't be pollutants in there, right? I was hoping I wouldn't have to open this. I think I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. Maybe it'll heat up the area too while I'm at it.
Hunger caution.
Hopefully the air, oh, it's pure oxygen, it's fine. All right, so that's kicking in, I guess, whatever. Fine. Okay. Alright, that looks good. Oh, then we gotta put that back, huh? There we go. It's still negative whatever, but it's better. Alright, Mighty just wants to know if I would watch a movie where aliens invade Earth and you have to kill them using dandruff shampoo. I've seen Evolution. Repeatbot's more of an ideas guy, but it seems like all these base builders rely on you knowing basic Earth-based life needs. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that could be fun. I mean, I guess the problem is it doesn't really change the gameplay necessarily. Which would be my concern, I guess. If it played the same as any other game, except you also happen to be silicon-based life form, like, what difference does it make? Actually, I'm gonna back it off a little bit and put in a valve that we can use. Not that one. Do I not have a valve? Probably over here, huh? Yeah, there it is. This way we can hook this up now, and then depending on if we need to pull fuel out, we can, without having to mess with the system. So right now, we need fuel to be going into the system. Once we start producing fuel out there, the fuel will manifest itself. All right, let's get out there. I had Orlando Bloom in it. I knew it had David Duchovny in it. It's been 20 years since I've seen that movie. So I remember they used Head and Shoulders to beat the alien. I remember it was ostensibly a comedy. And that's about it. Okay, so oxygen goes here. And then we're gonna have one pipe going up. And then this guy here. And here. And then we can monitor using these kits here. So oxygen, so this is input and this is input 2. So we need 33% input 1 or 34, whatever. And then the pipe goes like this. So that's going to be fuel, and then we hook up the fuel. Perfect. Now we just need the power. And gentlemen, I present to you Fueltopia. It might not look like it now, but trust me, this is gonna be incredible when I'm done with it. Just watch. Let's see how bad this works. So step 1. Open bag, insert volatiles. Melt the volatiles. And behold, Fueltopia. We're making 2-stroke engine fuel. I think it's, yeah, I believe that is 2 strokes, right? It's got like it's got the pistons and everything. So this is gonna, well, it's heating up anyway. I think it goes up to what, 15 degrees? That should start filtering, and then, yeah, this should be the volatiles, correct? And then when we put in oxygen, it should start filling up the oxygen sides. Pretty neat. Filtration 2 doesn't have a filter. You're right, it doesn't have a filter. There. It's a good thing I didn't screw that up, huh? Good thing we did the unfiltered first, or we would have had a bad time. Yeah, it doing unfilled, that's gonna be dangerous. Although it would have just ended up with oxygen in here, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but thanks for pointing it out anyway. We're gonna have to keep an eye on this. I mean, we shouldn't be processing gas without being out here anyway, because we got to run the ice crusher. All right, so now that we have a homegrown source of fuel, let's start doing that. And if I make some passive vents, I can just start venting all this stuff, because let's be real, there's not enough here to make it worth my while to keep it running. Yeah, let me go make... Oh, I have a passive vent right here. Let's just take this whole assembly apart. Get all this goodies. Oh my gosh. What is happening? Why is it doing that? Why are you doing this? You're overpressure? Oh, geez. It shouldn't be overpressure. It was 45 kilopascals. The heck am I worried about? Get it, take it apart. Get out of here. Start venting that. Yeah, it's fine. Not a problem. I'll put that in there. In fact, all this stuff can go inside because it's cold weather stuff or warm weather. I guess maybe the valve can maybe stay outside, but whatever. I don't need you. Do I not have any? I have iron frames, steel frames. The volatiles filter, I guess, can go inside. Take it all apart. Take it all this old stuff can go. It has served its purpose of getting us functioning, but now it's time to go. Now, to be fair, we still have not established an inside area for us to, like, take off our helmet, except for this one, so we're gonna leave that for a bit yet. So we're gonna leave that. Let's check the pressure. Pressure's fine. We can take these pipes down as well. So we do need to be careful about what we leave. We do need food, so I'm gonna go heat up a potato while we're waiting. Waiting for what? I don't know. I keep thinking the atmosphere is gonna magically warm itself up, which is obviously not gonna be the case. Get all these cables. That is simply never going to happen. We're gonna have to put down a heater or something. Isn't it something like 30 psi can kill a man? I mean, maybe 30 psi. How many pascals is that? And I think it depends on where the pressure is being applied, right? Because it's not just gonna kill you for no reason. Okay, let's throw some more ice in there. Keep those volatiles flowing. Keep an eye on the those things. All right, let's go make a potato and then head inside, where we can do some other stuff. Repeatbot says I should melt the polar ice caps. I mean, the entire planet is an ice cap. I don't think I can melt the whole thing. That'd be cool though. Surprised no one has put forward a plan to melt all the ice on Europa. It's just crazy enough to work. Oh, yeah, you're right. I should probably be using a pressure regulator here, huh? Otherwise, that's going to cause some overpressure issues with our oxygen tanks very rapidly. Unfortunately, since this liquid pipe is off the ground a little bit, we can run all that. Where's my labeler? Perfect.
Hunger critical.
Oh, right. Yeah, the hunger. That's the whole reason I came here. Give me this pipe first. I'm almost done. Okay, we go back. Potato. Which one is gonna decay faster? This one. This isn't plugged in? No! Quick wire it up. Turn it on. Give me potato. Just gonna make another one too. Let's cook them up. Mighty Stoosh says Cows Evil used a mod in Terraform Mars. Yeah, I've seen that one. I don't know that you could terraform Europa. Maybe you could. I think Venus, I know it's like the weird one out of the bunch. I think Venus is the most hospitable to human life. I know what you're saying, but Star Shard, isn't it like 1 billion degrees? And yes, at the surface, you go up in the atmosphere, you build some airships or something. Now we're talking. Now we can make it work here, I think. Okay, let's bring this inside. Got some volatiles filter. Let's go eat and drink and all that jazz. I'm telling you, Venus is the best candidate for human colonization. And I think the focus on Mars is, I don't know. I mean, it's certainly the easiest to, I mean, maybe at first the moon first, right? Because Mars has basically no atmosphere. I realize having a little bit of atmosphere is better than having no atmosphere, but the moon is closer. You know, it's just, it's, I don't know, it's something. The moon is something. Mars is basically Earth-like. It's not, but it's not though. It's cold. It's far from the sun. The gravity is lower. Didn't you watch that movie about the boy born on Mars and then he comes to Earth and then his bones like start crumbling because his body can't handle Earth gravity?
Air tank critical.
There's the helmet. There we go. Looks good. Did I eat yet? I didn't eat yet. I should probably eat. That's the whole reason I came in here. Venus is a permanent greenhouse. That's great. We could grow plants. It's a hell of a lot easier to, I realize it's different in the game, but it's probably easier, assuming you're at the right atmospheric height, to keep cool than it is to keep warm. Okay, so this is still at a decent pressure, so we can continue filling air tanks in here, and the water should last us a while yet. And now that we've taken off a bunch of stress from the system, the power should last a lot longer. In fact, we better leave the batteries in here just because they last longer in the warm, and this is 37 degrees, which is maybe a little toasty, but it's easy enough to cool down. Okay, back out to what we were doing. We have much work left to be done. The Hex says, I'm not sure we have spacesuits that can take 800 degrees. Where are you getting 800 degrees Fahrenheit from? At the surface. Again, I'm saying in the upper atmosphere where the pressure and temperature is more similar to Earth. Sure, you have to build giant airships, but that sounds awesome anyway. So what's the problem? Okay, so this is good. This also lets us monitor the pressure of the fuel tanks. So what else do we need to do? I guess getting the water and stuff set up would be smart. We're getting there. So once it gets over to here, we can drop the pipe down and then run it across. Not so bad. Plus we could put the shower over here somewhere. And the water bottle filler and all that stuff. And maybe someday we could even set it up that it doesn't look like a mess of pipes everywhere. So I guess that's all done, right? So we don't need these insulated pipes with us right this second. What was I doing? Melting ice, making liquid pipes. There we go. Drop the pipe. Is that the like pipe drop sound effect? X says Venus Zeppelin sound cool, might be somewhat too entirely impractical. All right, you know what? I'm gonna post something. In the Discord. From NASA's website. There you go. Let me read you the abstract. Although the surface of Venus is an entirely hostile environment, at about 50 kilometers above the surface, the atmosphere of Venus is the most Earth-like environment other than Earth itself in the solar system. It is proposed here that in the near term, human exploration of Venus could take place from aerostat vehicles in the atmosphere, and that in the long term, permanent settlements could be made in the form of cities designed to float at about 50-kilometer altitude in the atmosphere of Venus. Boom. QED. I got the sources. New volcano sacrifice. It's like Survivor, but they just boot you off the ship. You gotta walk the plank. The Pirates of Venus. You guys are all making fun of me. It does not say Venus is easier to inhabit than Mars. It says Venus is possible to inhabit. Okay, hold on. I gotta open up my own article again. I mean, okay, this doesn't say it. At cloud top level, Venus is the paradise planet. As shown in figure 2, at an altitude slightly above 50 kilometers, the atmospheric pressure is equal to Earth's surface pressure. At this level, the environment of Venus is benign. Temperature is between 0 and 50 degrees Celsius. Atmosphere contains primary volatiles required for life: carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and sulfur. Gravity is 90% the gravity of the surface of Earth. While the atmosphere contains droplets of sulfuric acid, technology to avoid acid corrosion are well known and have been used by chemists for centuries. In short, the atmosphere of Venus is the most Earth-like environment in the solar system. Although humans cannot breathe the atmosphere, pressure vessels are not required to maintain 1 atmosphere of habitat pressure, and pressure suits are not required for humans outside the habitat. Basically, you just wear an oxygen mask and like goggles. I mean, I guess it's not literally saying that it's the most, it's easier to inhabit, but it is saying it's probably the best option. And people never talk about this. No one except for this guy, I guess, and me, and some other people that I've heard this from. But whenever I bring this up, people are like, you're crazy, Starsharn. Venus is too hot. It's like, yeah, at the surface. Do we live on the surface of Earth? No, we live, okay, we do, but I'm being facetious here, obviously. Point is, you guys all think I'm crazy. I skipped over the sulfuric acid part. That's fair. Now, I will concede that is a problem. However, we can deal with sulfuric acid. All right? Just wear like a protective suit when you go outside of the habitat. Blah, blah, blah. So the water is hooked up. It is still too warm to do anything with, though. Also, that oxygen is going to be too something to do anything with. I guess one option would be to put radiators on the fuel. The worst idea I've ever had. That would gradually heat it up to 15 degrees in here. Type radiator. There we go. So that's going to be bringing in hopefully 15-degree stuff. All right, well, we got to start making more fuel anyway, so kind of irrelevant. Hex, you know, that's one of the your option there, to send the hot gas to Mars from Earth to like cool down the one and heat up the other, is actually in most of the Mars terraforming games I've played. All right, what are we lowest on right now? Oxygen looks like. All right, let's start with oxygen. And I know what you're saying, we could suck in oxygen. This is slightly better because it heats up the oxygen for us. So I'd rather do that, honestly. And I don't mind waiting, because we got to go do work on the other habitat anyway. All right, let's vent. Oh, this one's already vented. Perfect. I saw Star Shard vent. Star Shard is sus. It's true. All right. So we will start taking apart. Oh, this is steel too. That's good. Good to get that back. Definitely. Okay. Start taking everything apart. Looking good. Looking very good. Have I ever played Farming Simulator? Repeatbot wants to know. I don't think so. I may have briefly played it at some point and forgotten about it, but I don't recall having played it ever. Hopefully that answers your question. I played Sim Farm back in the old days when all those sim games were big. I guess we'll leave all this extra stuff here for now, just so it's easier to walk around. But yeah, once we've exhausted the usefulness of this, or once we've heated up the interior of this habitat, we'll be good to move in. All right, what are we on now? We need volatiles now. Continue making fuel. So we just got to keep an eye on this. Also, Mighty Stoosh, you mentioned earlier I should make paint, and I think you're right. I think it is time to start making paint to do stuff. So we're gonna go make some paint. Make a paint gun too, for extra efficiency. The new Farming Simulator 25 includes a USB keyed ignition switch to start your tractors. Like, in real life, you can push the button and it'll start your tractor. That's great. I don't know why you would want that, but that's cool. All right, let's turn these off. Try to save a little bit of power. So, we need two main things right now. We need a spray gun, paint. What is this thing called? Gun. Okay, I'm just gonna look for it. Unless somebody shouts out what it's called. Disposable battery charger. What? Is that like a one-time use charger battery thing? That's kind of cool. Toy Luna? No, we don't need that yet. We have a basket in case we want to play game. Not plant sampler. Do we have to make the Mark II? Paint. Spray gun. It is in the tier 2. Oh, you sneaky game. Tier 2. Tool printer mod. Give me one, please. Repeatbot got addicted to Farming Simulator 22. Yeah, I think it's less like Power Wash Simulator and more like Sim Farm, which I realize doesn't really mean anything to anybody, but it means something to me, damn it. We could also melt some water and maybe that would absorb some of the heat without hopefully freezing in the pipes. Let's check the temperature of the fuel here. It's at -4. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Things are starting to heat up in here, which is good. It's gonna take a while because it's a big area, but I have faith. 54% done. Is there anything else we can work on without leaving? Not really. I think we're gonna need to go mining for more iron soon. If my my calculations were correct there. Oh, I would like to take some time to melt all this ice if we can. Which I'm realizing I don't have as much as I thought I did. Those stacks go fast. You might say it's getting hot in here. I mean, it's -135. So no. It's getting warmer by degrees. Very slowly. All right, there we go. Let's make this thing work. All right, we need one paint gun, spray gun. Spray gun requires steel, invar, and silicon. Okay, I guess we're gonna go mining now then, because we need to make steel, invar, and silicon. Oh, is this thing running? Okay, nice. I was wondering what that noise was. Temperature good? Temperature very good. I wonder if it'd be worth keeping the pressure higher in here. Because that way it could maintain cool more easily. That didn't overheat, did it? Why did it stop? Okay, hold on. I gotta look this up. Stationeers, gas, fuel, generator. Okay, gas fuel generator requires fuel and outputs crazy amounts of power if you don't throttle its gas input. Power generation scales with the amount of fuel available in the input pipe up to a limit defined by the mix of gas uses. With standard fuel mix, it can generate up to 14 kilowatts. With nitrous oxide fuel, this rises to 98 kilowatts with a volume of 99 kilopascals. Holy moly. Use a pressure regulator on the input as recommended. It should generally be set at low at first. What? Recommended to connect to a kit battery and to automate it as backup power. Can be used in conjunction with as an electrolyzer. Okay, minimum pressure of 20 is required. If the surrounding atmosphere is absent or of insufficient pressure or outside of the necessary temperature range, the generator will run for 1 tick, then automatically turn itself off. Okay. Interesting. So I should set it, I guess, to like 200 then, right? Let's take a look here. Let's say we want it to be 100. I mean, I don't know how much different it's going to be if it's at like 100 versus like 180. We can't go too high because it'll break. But pressure external. So if the current pressure is greater than the minimum pressure, it'll jump to check temp. Otherwise, it'll pull down to 100 degrees. You know what? It was kind of working before. I maybe don't want to mess with it. Let's just set it to like 30. Because it's at 60 right now. Yeah, it's fine. What's the fuel situation? So they're telling me that I should be using a pressure regulator for this. Is that what I should be doing? I thought it would just sort itself out. Probably fine. Let's go and get some minerals. And start melting some more ice. All right, what are we low on? Volatiles? No problem. Let's go do some mineralizing. Gotta make sure we go turn the tracker on. Very important. Should I eat? Nah, it's fine. Tracker on. There we go. All right. Tracker working? Good. All right, we're gonna go get some iron while the sun is high. Or high-ish. Oh, silver too would be good. Get some silver. So I wonder if we should make nitrous oxide fuel. Because that would work. That would get the job done, right? We have nitrice. It's not too much to ask. I would have to... I mean, again, that fuel setup is open-ended, right? It's not set in stone. Everything is modular. We can swap things out and add things and build a better fuel manufacturing area. I'll think about that because again, we have an abundance of ice, which lets us make basically whatever we want. It's not like on Vulcan where you have no ice, or Venus where you have no ice and you have to work with what you have within your limitations. We can make whatever we want, whenever we want. Kinda on easy mode, actually, here on Europa, once you get past the initial difficulty spike, the hurdle to get over. The hotter planets are hard all the way through. Speaking of being hard all the way through. Oh, it's only 8:30. Okay, we still got some time here. I'm just thinking how much I'm dreading having to go back to work again tomorrow. So I'm trying to like stretch out the fun as long as possible. And part of that includes looking at the clock every so often and being like, oh no, 30 minutes of fun left. And then the fun is over. Cue Nelly. Because it's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in her. So take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot. I want to take my clothes off. If only it was that easy. Maybe if you're Nelly, it is. Whether Nelly Classic or Nelly Frittato. Probably either one would work. How many pop singers do we have named JoJo, by the way? I feel like it's a lot. Yeah. I feel like I heard an explosion. I just want to go make sure that nothing exploded recently. So we're just gonna go investigate here. Okay, nope, nothing exploded. That must have just been my ears listening to every weather sound in the game. Or possibly just from mining, it caused some kind of little atmospheric pocket to expand. Yeah, I'm anticipating a big mess back at work. Not really. I just know I have something I gotta do tomorrow that I am not super jazzed about doing. If you mean back at the base, unlike in real life, we have quick save and load, so I can always fix it. If real life had save states, oh man, I would be a master of the game by now. Sadly, it does not, so this is all we get. I will never get to live my dream of being in a Groundhog Day type situation where I just get to keep redoing the same day over and over again as many times as I want. Nothing would get done because no one could agree on what a good outcome is. I guess it would rely on you being the main character of your own life, which is maybe a problem. That could definitely result in some undesirable outcomes. Iron, a little bit of silver, some cobalt, some silicon. All right, well, you know what? I'm gonna keep mining because we need more minerals. It is sadly dark, so our visibility is now limited. Have some ice too. Could use oxygen. I know, again, the atmosphere is pure oxygen, but it's very cold and I like having the oxygen handy to just make. Then I don't have to worry about it. It'll heat it up. It'll be fine. It's all good. Cobalt, we take that. I think the save state hypothesis relies on there being some kind of multiverse where everyone is the center of their own multiverse and they get to decide how their life progresses. Do. But then you could end in some kind of Jet Li's The One type situation where the multiverse versions of you come to kill you to become incredibly powerful, Highlander style. Which is an awesome premise for a movie when you say it out loud. Like, there are multiple versions of you in the multiverse, and the less of you there are, the more powerful you become. And there's a version of you out there that's killing off all the other ones, and it's coming for you next. So watch out. Rainbow Yeti has rouletted himself and survived. Congratulations, Rainbow Yeti. Repeat says, we're witnessing the birth of a new religion. It's no, not really. It's more of like a fun thought experiment, or like, I wish life was like this, because if life was more like a video game, I'd probably be a little bit better at it. The problem is, in life, it's not just like clicking a mouse and thing happens. It's like, you got to get out of the chair and walk over to the thing you want to do, then do the thing, and then notice there's another thing that you want to do. And it's just like a million things happen. And when a million things happen in the game, I can pause it, think about it, and then do what I need to do. If I ever get overwhelmed, I can just say, hold on, time out. What was I doing? Is this what I should be doing? Yeah, real life doesn't stop. Just, it comes at you fast. You're not you when you're hungry. Eat a Snickers. Ooh, look at all that silicon up there. I'll take that. Capricorn sandwiches. If I could choose a superpower, it would be the ability to utilize common video game mechanics in real life. Oh, not like immortality or the ability to punch things really, really hard. Isn't that just Scott Pilgrim's superpower? Everything is video game coded. Whoa, he got the extra life. Speaking of Scott Pilgrim, Chris Evans also in Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I think does he reprise his voice acting role in Scott Pilgrim Goes Forth, or whatever the more recent one that came out is called? I always call it Scott Pilgrim Goes Forth because it's funny. I don't think that's what it's actually called though. Oh, it's called Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. And also, I don't know why you would choose that over like the ability to control time and space with your mind, a la Omega level mutants, which I guess is just, you know, that's fine. It's fine for like a strange gene to cause that in people. And Hex is saying that another video game power is that everything scales to your level. Only in the bad ones does that happen. Good video games do not utilize that function. Hex says it's time or space. No, time and space are interconnected. If you can control one, you can control the other. Don't talk to me about it. Ask Jean Grey or whoever. The Phoenix Force. This is why I can't take the X-Men seriously. Because again, you have Stinkman over here, whose ability is he farts really nasty farts, and then you have Woman who can literally alter the fabric of reality. But they're both mutants, so, you know, whatever. I guess the US government better send the Colossi after them. For, what are those things called? Sentinels. I should know this. I played Marvel Snap. Well, here comes Dr. Doom, guys. What are we gonna do about this guy in a mask? Oh, he's an Omega level intellect user. He thought of what you were gonna do before you even thought you were gonna do it. What is Dr. Doom's superpower? Is he just like an Iron Man type guy? He just has money and he's kind of smart. We gotta talk about superhero comics on this stream more, because I'm really curious what people see in this stuff. Like Superman, I get. Superman is like, hey, I'm strong and you may not be strong, but you can do your best. And you can fight against injustice that you see in your day-to-day life as best you can. And you can be a good neighbor and be kind to other people and help people when you can. But then you have stuff that's like, but you see, the mutants are it's a metaphor for the civil rights movement. And it's like, listen, if there was a group of people out there who could literally murder people in an instant with their minds, yeah, we should probably keep some tabs on them. It's not a comparison. It's like comparing, I don't know, normal people to ants. It's like, yeah, maybe the ants would like there to be some limits on human abilities so they stop stepping on their nest every 5 seconds. Or burning everybody with a microscope. Or, no, magnifying glass. You could probably use a microscope too, but that seems like a waste of money. X says there was that one comic about a teen who got the power of everyone near him dies. They had to kill him just so people didn't turn against mutants. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. They just cover their own ass instead of being like, you know what? Actually, maybe the normies have a point. I think that's the one X-Men comic I've read all the way through. And it was only because somebody posted it on Reddit and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'll read this. I've got nothing else going on for the next 5 to 15 minutes. All right, so what does Dr. Doom do? Oh wait, hold on. Nobody said what Dr. Doom does. Do I have to look it up? Do I have to go to Marvelpedia? Like, why is Dr. Doom such a threat to the Fantastic Four? What is red? Oh, that's the door. Okay, I was wondering why something was red. All right, so what are we at now? That's the tracking beacon. We don't need that right now. We need volatiles again. All right, we'll run that. How are we doing on... Okay, we have enough for steel. I think we do need silver, though. Let's get some silver. Because I was going to try to make the gun, right? The spray gun. That was the whole reason we're doing all this. I'm losing the plot again. Dr. Doom talks in the third person. Oh, he's one of those fourth wall breakers. He's an extremely powerful sorcerer, but also the leader of his own country and has a bunch of geopolitical influence as a result. What do you mean he's a sorcerer? I thought he had Fantastic Four powers. Okay, hold on. You know what? We're going to get to the bottom of this. We're going to go to the source of all comics disputes. Marvel.fandom.com. Okay. Dr. Victor Von Doom, PhD, aka Dr. Doom, is a Latvian politician who serves as the monarch and supreme leader for the Kingdom of Latveria. Oh, he's a politician, huh? You mean he's the king of Latveria? Sure. He was scarred from an accident and wears an iron mask and armor to hide his true face. All right. He's considered one of the most brilliant minds and scientists on the planet Earth. He is also a sorcerer with skills in magic, matching the most powerful beings in the universe, making him a potential candidate for Sorcerer Supreme. Did he write this himself? He hopes to bring order and betterment to humanity through world conquest. Unequaled in ability, ego, and willpower, he has come into conflict with both superhumans and cosmic beings. He's best known as the rival of Reed Richards and archenemy of the Fantastic Four. Oh, brother. How embarrassing. People write this unironically. This is like something you'd come up with when you're 13 and you're like, oh yeah, well, my character is the smartest and also he's magic and he's also the king of his own country and he wears badass metal armor to hide his true face because he's a loner. Man. Rilip said if you get to the end of Midnight Suns, he makes a cameo appearance for a sequel that will never happen. Hex says he probably started weak. They had to scale him up. Yeah, he probably just started off as like a guy that wore armor, and then they're like, oh, but actually, no, but you see, the reason that he keeps coming back is because he's a powerful sorcerer who creates magical clones of himself to send after the Fantastic Four, because rather than, I don't know, focusing on the betterment of humanity through something useful, he just decides he's gonna try to take over the world every week, Pinky and the Brain style. I gotta bring this up when I talk to man baby coworker who loves Star Wars, because he also loves comics, and I bet if I started trash talking Doctor Doom, he'd get really upset about it. I think he likes the Fantastic Four a lot. He's just the Cable from the 80s or whenever, I guess the 70s, the 60s maybe. When did Doctor Doom first appear? I didn't check that part. It's like, what would kids think is really cool? Let's do that. Doctor Doom routinely loses to Squirrel Girl. You just need one superhero, all right? You just need one guy who's got all the superpowers, and he does like nice things for people, and he's just an all-around good dude, and everybody likes him. And instead of fighting supervillains or whatever, he just beats up like street criminals. No, you know what? Even better. He doesn't really care about street level crime because he knows that the problems are more systemic than that. And so he looks for a solution that will actually fix the root of the problem, which is better access to social services and, you know, providing education and health services to people and getting the word out about how you can make the world a better place. That's, you know, that's a real superhero right there. That's the most boring comic you would ever read, but I think that would be great. Rilip thought I was gonna stump for Homelander until I said nice. And then I went off on even more of a tangent, I know. The point is, I think if you're a superhero, you shouldn't be beating up street level criminals because the problems are more systemic than that. And beating up the guy that's like, I mean, obviously if someone's doing something violent, maybe in that moment you could stop them. You know who is a superhero in my opinion? Uncle Iroh. Sure, he's got superpowers, but when confronted with a mugger on the street, instead of, you know, like beating the crap out of him, he teaches him how to be a better person. Comrade Star Shirt. It's not even just about that though. There's more to it than that. Oh, we should leave this open so we can swap batteries out without having to go inside. Oh. All right, what's next? Looks like we need more volatiles yet. Keep them coming. How's the temperature looking? Also, it's probably 9 o'clock by now. No, we still got 10 minutes. Good, good. Is it negative 35 currently? So hopefully the temperature inside is warming up a bit. I should probably pop inside to make sure. The oxygen shouldn't freeze in the pipes, but I should get in there and make sure. Iroh doesn't count because he's a Mary Sue of goodness. That's what a superhero should be. That's the whole point. They are super. They are better than a normal person. Not just in power level, not just in their ability to punch things really hard, but in their ability to transcend the like foibles that we as humans have to deal with and become better than us.
Hydration critical.
Oh, look, it's a storm. How convenient. I was just stepping inside. All right, temperature inside is at -120 currently. So not great, not terrible. And I suppose we can start offloading some of this junk. We have silver. We still don't have a full stack of silver, huh? Understandable. Have a nice day. Should hold on to these partial stacks. I can keep better track of everything. Gold. Iron. Hold on to the coal. Partial stacks. Yeah, that's fine. Almost a full stack there. Okay. So we still need to get more silver. Probably just more of everything at this point. We just need to get everything. But right now, we can make steel. What does Invar require? Rilip says that I'm starving and stinking to death. I'm thirsting to death. But you're right, I should go spend some time in the outhouse, huh? Let's heat up some potatoes and take them over there. Okay, we got a potato. It'll be good for us anyway. We could use the warm. Exit Iroh was fallible. He did fail and he got back up and taught people to avoid the pitfalls that he had hit. See, that's what I'm talking about. He learned and then he passed on that wisdom. That is a superhero. And even though he originally fought for the bad side, you know, the one that wanted to kill everybody, he changed. He overcame and became a better person. I think we can all learn something from Uncle Iroh. Throw that in there. Drink some water. Also, he could punch things really hard, which helps. I guess it is beneficial in a situation where you have to like stand up for other people to be able to stand up for yourself as well. So he had that going for him, which was nice. All right, we're gonna let our hygiene build up here for a bit. So yeah, it's mostly just we need to get more materials and then we can spray the base, I guess. I don't know. Do my clothes get dirty? No, my clothes don't get dirty. I do need to shower myself, but I don't need to shower my clothes, fortunately. There's no washing machines. Rilip says, you know what the coolest part about Iroh was? He didn't talk a lot of shit about his wife. I don't think he ever mentions her actually. Oh, I see how this is. I'm being attacked directly in my own chat room. Look, that's how the stream works, all right? Everybody trashes everybody. We have a good time. That does sound like something that would have come up in the Avatar comics, though. Guess we should move this stuff into the base. Pill can probably stay here until we move officially everything in there. Once everything's warmed up. Which I do have some road flares that could probably help with that. Rilip is hashtag Team Emmy. While I'm hashtag Team Star, I'm on my own side for what I hope are obvious reasons.
Air tank critical.
All right, throw the air tank in there, swap out the battery. Obviously, we can't go do anything right now, but we can certainly head out and do something. I guess I don't need a full stack of silver. I just need enough to make the thing. We do need Invar though, which may require materials we don't have a lot of access to. So let's see, Invar requires 18 to 20 megapascals and 1.2 kilokelvin. Yikes. Okay, in that case, we should probably vent it out first and then get like pure fuel in there and start heating it up, because this is gonna get painful. Okay, data disk, network analyzer. I have multiple network analyzers because I screwed up, but that's okay. We're gonna come back from that. All right, what are we doing? We're down to 2.61. I just vent everything. We got to get pure fuel in there. I don't want anything cooling it off. Now, my question is, while we're talking about Avatar, Zuko's mom's dad, so Zuko's grandpa, his maternal grandfather, that was Avatar Roku, right? I'm trying to remember the episode, because it seemed like that's what the point was. Okay, we'll heat that up. All right, temperatures are good. Temperatures are great. Okay, so Invar is half iron, half nickel. We have no nickel, chat. What am I doing? I'm a fool. I have to go get nickel first. Ay, ay, ay. Well, get out the old device here. Correct. Okay. All right. All right. We understand now. Yeah, I just don't get the obsession with like taking over the world from anyone, really. Like, where does that drive come from in people? I guess if you told me that if I took over the world, I could just play video games all day. At first, I'd probably say, I could do that without taking over the world, man. And then my second thing would be, that seems like a lot of work. Oh, fuck me. Something exploded, apparently? Okay, let's see what the problem is here. What happened? All right, hold on. Now I gotta fix this. I don't know what the fuck just happened. Did I leave the fuel thing on and it overpressurized, maybe? Oh, great grandfather. Okay. It's just greed. I mean, I'm kind of greedy too, but like not that greedy. Just when we were about to end the stream, now I gotta fix this first. It's like everything exploded. Yes. And we'll see what the problem is. I must have left the fuel line on. Can anybody check the VOD? I thought I turned, maybe I turned it up instead of turning it down, and that's what the problem was. That I'm not greedy. I don't know, I feel greedy though. I want more time to play video games and not work. Is that greedy? I want more money in such that it furthers my goal of playing video games and not working. Okay, that's our last save here. We were in, oh, fuck, that's from like 10 minutes ago. Fine. Fine, game. Do it your way. I guess that's as much as we're gonna get on that one. Hey, this time I can get the nickel before I do it, so that'll work, I guess. Alright, close, helmet lock, helmet. Okay, the ore is right here. So we're gonna try this again, and then if it explodes, I want to know why. So we're gonna save before I do it. Yeah, well, I didn't need that, but whatever, we'll take it. Can't see anything in the storm, chat. This is like the storm in the hit film Red 1, where Santa Claus is kidnapped by, I don't know, somebody, nefarious individuals with unclear intent. Go inside. All right. Okay, we have the nickel. So it must have been that I left it open, right? Like I opened it twice and then just walked away without having the vent on. And then it exploded. That's the only thing I can think of that would have caused that. 1.2 kilokelvin, 18 megapascals. Yeah, no problem. I spun the valve. I've spun the top valve and pressure drop. Then you spun the bottom valve and pressure jump like crazy before I walked away. I never closed it back up, huh? That's gotta be it then. All right, iron and nickel. We have that. Give me the nickel, please. We're gonna close. We're gonna open that up to vent it. So that's what I get for not paying close enough attention, huh? That's fair. I accept my explosion. Would have been nice if... So, okay, now we turn it off. Then we light it. We let the pressure jump. I mean, everything's fine right now. Nothing's exploding. So it's gotta be that I didn't close the valve. Get a little more pressure in there. We're gonna need a lot of pressure for this, actually. Problem is gonna be getting the temperature right. Guess we'll start with the silver, since we know for sure that we need that. And that'll change the pressure a little bit. We can make some steel too at these temperatures. Okay. Oh, this doesn't need steel at all? Never mind. Why did I make steel? Or silver? I'll probably need it anyway at some point. Let me pull it out though. Alright, steel. 1, 2, 3, and coal. Yeah, I did save Scummit. Look, this game, I'm not blowing up my base and then being like, whoopsies, I guess I'll have to start all over. It ain't worth it. Some other game, maybe I would do that, but in a game where like just doing one wrong move will blow up your base, I'm not about that. Maybe this was the silver? No, that's sort of the printer mod.
I guess you're gonna miss the pantry
Emmykins
raid.
is lurking for some reason, even though she's literally here. Alright, let's bring in some more fuel. Just a little bit. Heat things up. So we gotta get to 18 megapascals and 1.2. I guess we can throw these guys in to get it started. Yeah, this is a tough one to make because the... Oh, okay, we're getting to 18. We just got to get the temperature up a little bit. Okay, a little bit more. We're above 20, so now we got to vent a little bit. Vent a little more. Probably watch it. It's fine. Bring in some fuel. Here we go. 1.8, 1.9, 1.2, and we're good. And there she is. Some Invar. Okay, let's make the painter. The spray gun thing. So, okay, everything is off now. Everything should be fine. Alright, so we need white. Oh, we need iron for this now. Great. Well, we have some. Shouldn't be a problem. I'll have to go back and look at the VOD after this and see what the problem was. Okay, white and red and yellow. And that should cover the 3 main colors I need right now. Okay, we'll leave that. Should be fine. Should be fine. Okay, so we put that in there. This doesn't need a battery, does it? It does not. This is waste gas. Oh, I would love to fix this. There we go. All right, now we'll do white for... Whoops. For oxygen. Did I not make orange? Should have made orange. Make some right now. Might want to make... if it copyright strikes, it'll just mute the trailer part. I think it'll be all right. Oh man, if my whole stream gets copyright struck, ugh, that'll suck. Because I upload these to YouTube. But I guess that's the risk I take from watching the upcoming hit film Red 1, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Chris "Captain America" Evans, and J.K. Santa Claus Simmons. Coming soon to a theater near you, November 15th. Get ready to have a Merry Christmas. I don't know where I'm going with all this. I think my point is it's like an absurd premise for a movie. All right, so volatiles is here. Just helps me keep better track of everything. And then oxygen is here. And the spray gun is like really great tech, huh? And then yellow, mixed gases. Okay. That's all good. These are also mixed. And then orange is fuel, so we will make this guy right here orange. Easy. Okay, there we go. So there's everything color coded properly now. Okay, well, we did a little bit of overtime due to a rapid unplanned disassembly of the furnace, but I think we've recovered well enough. It's gonna get banned in Norway. I only got banned in France that one time. All right, exit. So you know what? Let me go back and check that right now. How do I do this? Why does it say I'm offline? I assure you I'm not offline, which you of all people should know. I'm streaming right this second. Hello? Hello? What did I do? Disc croissants? No, we watched one of the like videos submitted for You Laugh, You Lose. Was apparently they took a French TV show, took that clip from the internet and then aired it on their show, and then copyright claimed it. So the clip that we watched was not owned by the French show. They took it from the internet and showed it on the show Tosh.0 style. And then, yeah, there you go. Rilla explained it in much shorter detail than I did. Okay, well, I can't figure out how this works, so we'll just go back and watch it later. So thanks everybody for coming out. We'll be back tomorrow with more of this. Oh, Rillet posted a clip? Okay, I'll just watch the clip after this stream and then we'll try to figure out what happened. Anyway, everybody have a good night. I will see you tomorrow. Be good. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Bye-bye.